This session is going to be about growth from the perspective of recruitment. But growth is more than recruiting new members. Unless we retain members, we are spinning our wheels and we do not grow. Recruitment plus retention is necessary for growth. Recruitment is part of the growth equation. In this session, we will encourage each of you to look at your club, your membership as a whole, and you as key elements in the recruiting process. Part 2 is also available. It addresses how retention not only is a necessary part of growth, it is how a good recruitment effort pays long-term dividends. In general, recruitment is very much a local effort. Each club, each community served is unique. First, as an objective, it is necessary to know where we are now, not just knowing we need to recruit, but knowing our club and the base we must understand and build upon. We will suggest how to assess the club and what we can do to build. Second is the members must be prepared to recruit, and that takes some special and sometimes a broader understanding of recruiting than we have been relying on. Everyone has a role, but individuals have varied capabilities and techniques that support the recruiting effort. So we will look at the club in general and the individuals to share in making any club effort the combined effort of all the members. Most but not all of the information shared during this training is rooted in some resources at your fingertips, only a few clicks away. These two documents, available at sertoma.org in the Member Center under Club Resources, should be used during your retention and recruiting efforts. They are well written and have been updated in June of 2019. Before we can address the parts of a renewed recruiting effort, we must know from where we are starting. Many clubs have had a great history with vibrant membership and sponsorships. Some clubs have given very little forethought as it might relate to mission, how they see themselves now, and what they expect to see themselves as in 3 to 5 years. Things change over time, and periodically we should all take a look at our clubs, assessing our strengths and our weaknesses. Using this slide, take a moment to note what you might indicate as a Y for yes or an N for no to the specific bullets as they relate to your club. This is a very generalized look at where your club stands now. We will pause for about 20 seconds here while you consider where your club stands. Look down through the bullets and see how you would answer the Y's and the N's. Unless you have marked or circled or indicated that you felt you had all N's, I think it's safe to assume a more detailed assessment of your club could be beneficial as a starting point to a stronger recruiting effort. There are some good club assessment tools available, and one is available as the Club Assessment Survey on sertoma.org. You can locate it by going to sertoma.org, Member Center, Club Resources, and then look under Member Retention. The Club Assessment Survey, available online, has sufficient detail to give your board and members a detailed picture of club strengths and weaknesses. Assessments can be used as tools for the board and discussion simulators when the club is ready to take a look at their general health in preparation for a recruitment program that emphasizes the positives. Clubs might also design a survey of their own. Regardless of the club assessment tool or techniques chosen, don't stop now. Take action. Achieve board consensus on an approach toward a recruiting strategy and put a team together led by the most committed leader you have. The emphasis now is on those last bullets, steps to take, goals, and a timetable enrolled into a marketing plan. Trick question coming. As you start to develop your plan, are you starting with a clean sheet of paper? How many of you would say yes? Anyone say no? For you naysayers, if you said no, I hope it's because you realize the club assessment survey is your starting point, and it should not be a clean sheet of paper. Your marketing plan can be as detailed as you would like it. Most importantly, take advantage of your club's strength as you identified them in your club assessment. And are your strengths mission focused? What are some examples of club strengths? Well, some that come to mind are the size of your club, fundraisers, mission accomplishments. What's the age of your club, or what would you like to have your ages be? The meeting frequency and the time, location. Are your programs good? What's the cost of membership? Are your sponsorships valuable and worthwhile? Do you have an online concept or an online presence? Does your club do networking? Are you a member of the local Chamber of Commerce, for example? Do you have a good, strong service focus? And I'm sure there's others that you can add. Every marketing plan absolutely must address publicity. Publicity can mean news releases of accomplishments, both those of service and individual members. Publicity is also door-to-door in your community. Does your next-door neighbor know you are a member of Sertoma? What is Sertoma? We've all heard that question. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Sertoma has a ton of examples to draw from. However, your marketing message should be unique and directed to your market. Repeating that last slide, your marketing message should be unique and directed to your market. If you are stumbling at identifying your market, you're not alone. Many clubs have developed a type of tunnel vision that is limiting them and their market potential. As our community demographics have changed, our club should also change to embrace the changing need of a changing community and the persons of the community. Age, businesses, new home developments, and other changes dictate a change and focus of renewed marketing. Taking that thought one step further is targeting your audience and hitting your target with your message. Advertise in your news publications. Use meeting notifications or announcements from your promotional sheet or trifold. Use short mission summary blasts in everything you produce or share through your media outlets. Do you purchase advertising? Consider it. Consider purchase advertising and negotiate an opportunity to insert a news release or story of your club in exchange for or as part of that advertising activity. Assess your club's attributes. Thinking back to the things we have been emphasizing in terms of preparing our club collectively to be more effective in recruiting, these are some key takeaways. Knowing thy club, assessing those attributes. Being honest, evaluate and take action then, and develop your marketing approach. Now we will spend some time looking at how our members complement the broader club recruiting picture. Not all members are natural Sertoma salespersons. It is simply not in everyone's nature to engage a prospective member, share their story or their commitment, and even risk asking for the close as an invitation to join. We do have other members who share the Sertoma mission with passion, and are active at every meeting and function. These can be some of our best emissaries. Every club has these members who are strong supporters, active at every meeting, and able to, by action or shared experience, create a positive recruiting environment. A positive environment is important. Likewise, we have members who hold back, but as observers are nonetheless strong as Sertoma members in service who demonstrate their commitment. We should know our role and reinforce the strengths and contributions of others. Our members have a role and responsibility when it comes to recruiting. Even in this day of email, taking the time to write just a short note will impress a prospect. If it makes you feel better, create a header with the club information and write your note on the sheet, scan it, and then email it. A follow-up contact impresses a prospective member. It shows you value them. The point to be made here is taking the time to follow up with every prospective guest can make great dividends. As we recap, use the club assessment survey as one of the most effective tools to know where your club now stands. You might even want to take the Sertoma survey as an example to refine and tailor to your specific club. Don't be afraid to break the mold as you form a marketing approach that targets the community where you are focusing your service. Just as a club must know where their strengths are, the membership should inventory their capabilities and all accept and prepare for their role to make recruiting a part of your vision for 2020. Thank you for participating in this recruiting lesson, and please follow up by taking the retention training lesson as well.